Morning. How we doing? My friend, let me tell you something. You are headed for so much more. If you're seeing this, you're destined for more. You're on a path of creativity. And although you've hit some roadblocks, you know in your inner self, when you sit in those quiet moments, you've always known that there's more you can do. Not in the sense of production, not in the sense of grinding, moving through life with haste and accumulating more. No, you've always been more concerned intuitively with this idea of putting something back into the world. Whatever that is for you, your music, your art, your writing, your personality, whatever it may be. And I'm here to inspire you to keep going. And specifically, I also have had this underlying feeling for my whole life, and I've expressed it in different ways throughout the years. I am a creative. I've been making music for a long time and, putting some of it out there. But that being said, I've delved deeper into that part of my life at this point and integrated that into what I'm starting to put out in the world. And I'm in essence merging my timelines between what I always knew was possible inside myself and those urgings and those intuitive moments that led me more and more into that creativity, to the point where I'm expressing this now on a daily basis, and I've come up with my own unique imprint that's unique to me, that expresses, through music and art, certain frequencies and things that I think people will want to relate to, and that I want to relate to them in the same way, right? And I think we all possess this. I think we all have this somewhere inside of us, and creatives need to explore this side of themselves. It's crucial, because when you're not exploring that, what happens is you get in these thought loops and you start questioning, why am I even upset? You start thinking things like, well, I have a great life, and why do I want more? And it's very easy to layer thought upon thought upon thought, when in reality what you really wanted was an actual creative practice. What you really wanted was to lean into these talents that you have, these intuitive downloads that you get, things that just make you feel good, things you can do in the moment as a practice, and then interact with others in doing so, right? That's what you really want. So what's stopping you from that? What I found in my own personal practice and in my own life was my internal narrative kept me from experiencing on a deep level some of the things that I wanted to actually experience. And I had to go through a bit of a tough time and a shake up, in a sense, in life, and essentially rise like a phoenix from the ashes of that. And I don't think everyone has to do that. I actually wouldn't suggest it. I wouldn't suggest it. It's not the most fun thing. You could call it a midlife crisis. You could have this when you're 20 years old. I had a similar moment when I was younger. You have these pivot points in life where you just stop and just kind of say, what do I want to do with the rest of my time here on this planet? Knowing what I know now about myself, knowing what I know about reality and the way things work, and the fact that I've changed as a person and developed in certain ways, you get to these points where it's a natural reflection point, right? So I'd like to encourage you towards that, in a good, proactive, positive way, to just embrace some thought models that might help you align a little more with whatever it is you were put on this planet to do. And your calling, your purpose, that will be unique to you. But what is not unique, and this is why I love the term of a collective, and you hear a lot of people talking about this. I feel like it's in the zeitgeist of a lot of the YouTubes that I watch, and it's inspiring because I do think it is a collective I'm trying to attract and participate in. Honestly, as just another participant. There's nothing special about me, really, in that sense, right? I want to also hear what you're putting out there, what inspires you, what you had to go through. I mean, these are the real conversations, And then on top of all of it, me personally, I'm putting my music and my art and my unique take on how to use these things together with storytelling back out into the world as a raw art form also. Because that's the other cool thing about being a creative and participating in a collective with creatives, is that you start to realize that, yeah, you can talk like we're doing now, and this is a conversation. I'm here along with you. I'm not talking to you, right? I'm inviting you to share in this energy, in my environment, and what I'm putting out there, right? And we can resonate. And what's resonant with you, you should take and integrate, and what's not, you leave it behind, and that's great. But there's another level to all of this, which is creatives coming together to inspire one another around their art, right? Around their music, because whatever form that takes, right? And obviously it could be video as well, combining all these mediums, but taking people on a journey. And art and music in particular, they just contain certain frequencies within them that people can resonate with. So this idea of all of us sharing, this way also, and putting it in the context of being intentional and knowing we're doing so, this is how I see, a collective that I'm speaking to, right? We're sparking each other's creativity. We're letting each other know that it's okay to believe in these other dreams, these other paths that are possible for you. And it may be a huge combination of paths. I see people get this one, I wouldn't say a little mixed up, because I'm not going to judge how other people think, but I see I'm able to nudge people in a certain direction of just embracing more of everything that's around you, right? I've created my path by doing a bunch of different things in business, a bunch of things in my community. I do a lot for and with my family. I've got a great family. So, this idea that you have to just cut and run from everything you've got going on and just jump into being a professional, musician or artist or whatever the case is, it's nice to look at things holistically and realize you have things placed into your life that are gifts to you and resources that you can utilize in different ways and combine to create the life that you want, and then put yourself in a position to have the time and, quite frankly, the mental openness, right, that comes from balancing out your life a bit to be creative, right? And so I'll be talking about this more and more, because I have been able to do some traditional things, in life and in the business world that have suited me well, and that I can actually bring my creativity into. So anyway, I'm happy you're here. I'm happy to be part of this collective with you. I'm happy to be sharing my art and my creations with you. And I hope you share with me also, and have an absolutely amazing day. I love you very much. Take care.